Well, we're out here at the Rosamond agricultural site preparing to receive a grant from Monsanto, and the VIPs are here, the shovels here, and the kids are assembling too. But we have a Rosamond win, and so it's going to be interesting to hear what is said. I don't see any representative of Monsanto, but they nonetheless were the ones that provided the grant.
We're going to start. Come on in a little bit. Come on in a little bit. Work with me.
Hi, I'm Miss Greenberg, and I wrote this grant back in January. I found the Monsanto grant online and in December actually, and I got very excited about the idea of bringing $25,000 to our school. It is a highly competitive grant. I thought it was quite a long shot. I approached Ms. Jones because I figured farming and doing hands-on learning and all that we used to do with NPDL, but we're still continuing project learning here at Rosamond High School, would be a good thing. And Ms. Jones gave me an idea, and so we ran with it, and we're going to be using the $25,000 for an orchard. I would like to welcome everyone here to today's ceremony. Our school is being awarded, as I said, $25,000 through America's Farmers Grow Rural Education Program, which helps farmers support their local rural public school districts. Today we are here to celebrate our success in America's Farmers Grow Rural Education Grant Program. Joining me to congratulate us in our achievement is, oh yes, that's right, yes, David Gregg, one of our newest board members. Mrs. Leanne Hargus, our Superintendent of SKUSD. Okay. Harold Roney, our Principal of Rosamond High School Early College Campus. Ron Riley, our Vice Principal, among other things, at Rosamond High School Early College Campus. And also we have the media here, John Joyce from Rosamond News. And also Mr. Alesso. Without him, we would not actually be having a grant, because he was the one who nominated us. The America's Farmers Grow Rural Education Program partners with farmers to nominate their local school district to apply for math and science grants through the program. Farmers nominate their local school district from January 1st to April 1st. After a school district receives its first nomination, the Monsanto Fund will notify them and encourage them to develop a project and submit an application that enhances math and/or science education in their district. School districts were responsible for submitting their grant applications by April 15th. Once all the school district applications are submitted, a panel of math and science teachers reviews each application and selects finalists. Then Farmers Advisory Council, composed of farmers from across the U.S., reviews and selects the winning grant applications from a pool of finalists. Grant applications were judged based on the merit of the application, need, and community support. Winners were announced in early August. Since 2011, the program has given over $16 million to rural schools. Alesso Farms, actually, like I said, I called up Casey and I said, hey Casey, how would you like to help your old pal Miss Jones out? He was very excited to help Miss Jones and her students out, and so over the phone we walked through the process, and he applied for nominating us. And once we got the nomination, I was then able to do the paperwork. And without Mr. Alesso, like I said, I wouldn't be allowed to do the paperwork and we wouldn't get $25,000. So I really appreciate Mr. Alesso and your family for helping us out. Oh, okay. Our Rosamond High School Early College Campus Agricultural Department will be able to use this grant to purchase and plant trees that grow well in our area. We'll purchase approximately 140 trees in 14 rows. That's 10 trees in each row if you do the math. We will plant pears, apples, peaches, pistachios, and pomegranates. The students will learn about planting, irrigation, growing, upkeep, and harvesting the trees. So you folks get to be in the great outdoors for a few days. At the end of this season, the students plan to sell the fruits of their labor and reinvest into the program. This money will help our school continue to work on exciting and innovative math and science projects. So you folks have a lot to look forward to in the next couple of months. And on this, we're going to present our plaque. So this plaque is from Monsanto itself, thanking you for our nomination.
Now we'll do a big check. Carrie's get over here, take a big check picture. Then put it in front of them, and they'll hold it, and then get in there and sign it.
I can stand behind it.
Oh, that looks good.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, good.
Mr. Alesso, do you want to say any words, or you good? All right, come on.
First of all, I'm really thankful and glad that Rosamond was selected for this $25,000, and I'm glad to see where it's going. And there's a special reason for that. You might have noticed that a lot of farming is slowly disappearing around the Antelope Valley. And the reason for this is there's current water restrictions going on. The cost of doing business for some of the traditional farms in the Antelope Valley is skyrocketing, and it's preventing farmers from farming here. They're either closing down or going to other crops that are more economical. One of those crops that is more economical to do business is the exact thing that's going in here, and that's fresh fruits and nut crops. And those are very, very encouraging to a lot of farmers and to anybody who wants to future farm, whether it be a small farm or something else. Those are what they call the high dollar crops. You can no longer farm in this area without having a high dollar crop unless you have a really cheap and really strong resource of water. So anymore, there will be a few farmers left. They mostly do have that cheap resource of water. The rest kind of are settling down into either farming smaller farms or going to higher dollar cash crops in smaller amounts of acreages. So I'm really encouraged that this is the crop that has been chosen because it is one that is sustainable in this valley as well as outside of this valley, especially in the area of some of the nut productions, almonds, pistachios. Fruits are good, but right now it seems like as far as the state of California, we produce over 2/3 of the world's I'm sorry, not the world's, the nation's fresh fruits and vegetables. So this is a good crop to put in. I'm really thankful, not just that we got the $25,000, but where it's going. Because if you wanted to do something, you know, this would be the area to do it in. Thank you very much.
Once again, thanks everybody for coming out. Mr. Riley's class, Mrs. Jones, thanks for your time. All the district personnel and school staff for coming out. Mr. Alesso, once again, thank you for sponsoring us and getting us this money, and hopefully when you come out, you can see great things happening with what's going on. With that concludes. Unless Mr. Roney, you got anything? Ms. Hargus? No? Mr. Gregg? I know y'all are busy, so let's get out of here, get back to class, and thank you for your time.